Had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
44, Mike, 44. So don't say nothing.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Justin Houston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check smash.
Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Trap 60. Mike 29. Come up the ball. 29 is Mike 29. Let's go, D.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Operating from the gun. Jones steps away to his left. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. It's a pickup of 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of time.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
On first down, Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19 Tiger.
Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Check, 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 check. 26 Mike. Warrior job. 27.
Back to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
17. Mike's up. 18.
Looking to throw. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. It's still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Like 17.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
17's Mike 17.
Back to throw. Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
17's Mike.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darren Waller 27 yards. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 63 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Hurts throw there, complete to Allen. Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. They still can't get him. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Jones now on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Dragon 60. 26.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
17's Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. And this is caught. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch your team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.